Happy Friday. Friday. It's just another day for me, really. Just another day. I got asked to shoot some photos today, which is on the cards. It's just leaning into the saying yes, a little bit nervous, just as pretty new to the photography space, so I'm just winging it, to be honest. Do I know what I'm doing? Sorta, but you just gotta have a crack, hey? That's the main thing. I've got all the toys lined up. But yeah, this morning was good start to the day. Feeling a little bit anxious and nervous this morning when I woke up, which is standard for me. I did 10-minute morning meditation, which just helps center me. The more that I incorporate stuff into my world, the more that the noise starts to come through a bit more, but it's all good noise and I welcome it. But it's coming back to the present moment. And even on my ride this morning, I was really trying to reflect on that, just coming back to what's in this current moment. And sitting at the beach this morning, it's easy to be distracted by all the things around and the scenery, and my phone is probably the biggest distraction in my world at the moment. I can really just, I think I love technology and I love using it, but it's having that, but also switching off from it as well. And it is part of my world, and part of my personal brand is around sharing more of myself. So it is it is part of the journey, but it's like your relationship with it and how you how you use it. It's like it's a powerful tool, and it has a place in our world, but we have to know how to switch off from it as well. And I think it relates to my nervous system and how that at the moment is a little bit wired for on in terms of like fight or flight. So it's been able to switch on and off from that. Switch off from just switch off from the fight or flight, that high stress. I think the realization for myself is stress is always there, and stress is part of our world, but it's how you interpret the inputs in your life and the things that you do. You can be doing nothing with your world, and I've been in that place where I've been highly stressed, but literally like nothing to do, nothing that needed to be done like in that moment, but the brain sort of creates this stress and angst and feelings of not doing enough. And I still feel that now, but getting a lot better at, I think, just balancing my emotional state is a lot better, and now it's about balancing my nervous system, trying to regulate that a little bit better. And it's the story that you tell yourself and the way that you interpret your world. Like this morning's a great example of the beauty of everything in my life, and I can live in a place of angst and uncertainty and fear and worry, and you can bring those into the current even though they're not here and now, and create this projecting negatives from the future that may never happen into the now, as opposed to really focusing on the direction you're heading in the dream life and the feelings that come with that, and bringing that into the now. So that's a really good reminder for myself that You can feel a different way in this current moment by future projecting that life into the now, if it's not exactly what you're feeling in this current moment. And it's a powerful tool, and I'm grateful that I have the awareness of this to be able to work through it, and that's come through the coaching and the hard work. And I guess this morning I was getting frustrated, it's so easy to let those emotions take control of your day, and they want to, and it's easy to let them run. But I got my bike service yesterday, and now the gears are whenever you pay money to get something serviced, and nothing drastically wrong with it, but just to get it running smoothly, and now the gears they are shifting a lot better, but they're rubbing on certain points and making noise, and it's getting frustrated because it's not the desired outcome that I wanted, which when you don't receive your desired outcome, when your expectations don't meet your reality, your frustration and pain, and that comes through. It's easy to just let those negative thoughts run and let them be the trajectory of your day, and my seat keeps dropping on my bike as well, and it's these two things are frustrating me. But it's about, I'm even getting in this current moment, just talking about it is making me frustrated, and angry. And it's there's nothing even happening right now, it's such a simple problem. But I can easily get in that emotion and let it be the trajectory of my day, or I can choose to know that yes, it is a frustration, it's something there, but I can easily fix it. I can adjust the gears myself if I put a little bit of energy into my bike and just fix the seat post. I know I'm capable of these jobs, I just need to do it and prioritize it. And it's often the things that we don't want to do the most that bear the highest reward. And yesterday it was an example of that with my tax, and finally getting that submitted was a big win for me for the week, so I'm pretty stoked with myself for doing that. The golf game goes to today, as we talked to me, bro. It's a non-for-profit organisation in the local area, and there's different hubs within New South Wales opening up, but it's based around mental health and suicide. And the charity I stumbled across in Newcastle probably about 2 years ago. I was in a pretty dark place at the time, really struggling with my mental health, and during a morning run I came across the flag that was up and saw some guys down on the beach meditating and had the ice bars set up. So a fortnight later at the next catch up, I took the leap of faith and went down to an event, and I think it was difficult for me going into that, not knowing what I was in for, and just going along to an event. I didn't know anyone going, and I guess when you're not feeling the best, it's hard to almost drag yourself along. Something that puts you out of your discomfort. I don't think I'd even done an ice bath before, so it was all pretty foreign to me. And afterwards I felt really good, just doing something difficult, the ice bath, but also the breath work. I played around with breath work a little bit, but in that moment it really I think there was just a lot of suppressed emotion there, a lot of sorrow. It was not long after my father had passed away, and just the grief around that, and just the pain that I was creating within my life, and just, a combination of different things really having an effect on me. It was Yeah, that and isolation was a big thing. Definitely living in a lot of solitude and spending time with other people, just a community connection. It's something that was just really powerful for myself and something missing from my world. I remember leaving the event and I was like feeling a lot better than I had been, and I sort of like different things were a factor for me, but I think it was definitely just that connection and just feeling part of something, was a big shift for me. I was going to a free event called Morning Mindfulness before that. So, no, Meditation HQ it's called, sorry. I was going to those events. They were a free meditation group that met every Saturday. That was, that was really, really good as well. That just similar thing. It's just like hanging around with good people, good energy, gives you energy, I got our Meditation HQ, and then one of the guys from there, Scotty, who was running that event, he was later to talk to me about stuff, and similar people end up in similar circles, and a lot of similar events, that same sort of community, people that are there for their mental health and well-being and so forth. And it's my position within Talk to Me Bro is a custodian, so we're, I guess you'd call it like the keepers of the flame, the leadership crew that helps with events and helps with the running and facilitating and stuff like that. So I've spoken at a couple of the events now, spoken around the organisation, and then spoken to shared my own story with mental health, and just the struggles that I've been through, and sharing my story. If that helps one person, then that's what it's about. And it's when you put energy into someone or something that's bigger than yourself or outside yourself, it's quite powerful to give back and help people within the community. Newcastle's been such an amazing place for myself, and really nurtured me and held me, and I've been through lots of different chapters since living here. Initially I was here for the partying, the women, the sex, drugs and rock and roll, and that was a large portion of my life for a long time. But the version of me now is a lot different to that guy, and I still really enjoy the balance of Newcastle, what it has to offer. The more I immerse myself in community, the more people, and the more people that are coming into my world, the different circles. There's just some good energy, some good vibes. It's a city that has a lot to offer in terms of the beauty of it, the nature, the restaurants, cafes, some of the best beaches in the world. We just have so much to offer, and it's trail running, mountain bike riding, everything's just here on my doorstep, and it is quite the playground for adventure. So I think that's what I really enjoy about Newcastle, and it's my home at the moment. I think in this chapter of life it really serves me, and I love I just enjoy it here. I've sort of put a lot of pressure on myself to like find home. Sometimes it's felt like I haven't found my home, but I feel that home is where the heart is, and whenever I come back to self and come back into here, it's when you really know that you're home, and it doesn't really matter where you are, as long as you are there with yourself and yeah, present with the people around you and immersing yourself in community and others and friendships and creating memories. Memories are the things that memories are what you will recall when later in life, it's not the cars, it's the houses, the material possessions, it's the memories you formed with beautiful people, and that's the stuff that we always talk about when we reminisce on the past. And today I'm grateful for the abundance of opportunity I have in my life. I'm grateful for vision and sight, being able to watch the sun come up in the morning, for my other senses, my smell, my hearing, my taste, all these beautiful things that we take for granted and a lot of people don't have. All those sensory functions in life, and we often talk about which one we could have taken away, but it's nice to know that a lot of us have them all, and it's what guides our physical body through the world. And it's a beautiful day. Happy Friday. Every day should be Friday. Every day is Friday.